West Denver. Sleep deprived and heavily caffeinated.
All right, let's do this then.
This is the Jeff and Bill Show.
I don't agree with that.
They don't always agree, but hey, at least they have coffee.
Coffee.
And each other.
I love you, man.
God help us.
I want to bless him. We need all the help we can get.
Now here's Jeff Hunt and Bill Thorpe. The Jeff and Bill Show on News Talk 710 KNUS.
Let's kick it off, 7 a.m. in the Mile High City on this Tuesday, September 23rd, 2025. Good morning, Denver, Colorado. You've tuned in to the Jeff and Bill Show, News Talk 710, KNUS, the kings of Colorado media. Too hot for the other media to be able to handle, so they block us. So you listening to us, you are part of the renegades, the pirates of Colorado media.
Oh, it's fantastic. It's really good. Yeah, Kyle couldn't handle the heat from you, asking about him and taking advice from government officials, which is wonderful that you pointed out the hypocrisy. And he went, meh.
Well, if you want debate,
yeah, not
just wait till the 8 o'clock hour when Bill and I get into Tylenol.
Yes. Oh, boy, yeah. This will be fun.
Bill's popped 3 Tylenol today just to get it,
Yes,
Trump.
just because. Yes, just because.
Tell me not to take Tylenol?
I'm actually doing
Let's
it
see,
like...
what is it? Here.
I'm doing it like tequila shots. I've got it lined up here, a little canister thing. Just clang. There we go.
Here's Trump yesterday.
They pump so much stuff into those beautiful little babies. It's a disgrace. I don't see it. I think it's very bad. They're pumping. It looks like they're pumping into a horse. You have a little fragile child, and you get a vat of 80 different vaccines, I guess, 80 different blends, and they pump it in. Don't let them pump your baby up with the largest pile of stuff you've ever seen in your life going into the delicate little body of a baby. Even if it's 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, you just break it up into, I would say 5, but let's say 4 visits to the doctor instead of 1. Don't take Tylenol. There's no downside. Don't take it. You'll be uncomfortable. It won't be as easy, maybe. But don't take it. If you're pregnant, don't take Tylenol. And don't give it to the baby after the baby is born.
Dr. Trump is in the house. And Bill's going, really? Tylenol? I'm going to take it all day.
I love the fact that he's telling you as if you have some sort of personal vendetta against it. That's the best part about it. The entire thing when he's up there is like Tylenol has called his mother ugly or something. It was really weird. I'm like, what happened here?
I loved it.
Stupid.
Only Donald Trump could make a vaccination schedule conversation interesting and entertaining. We're going to get to that. We're going to talk with Danielle Jurinsky coming up here in a second. And Dan Camplis with a huge victory. Going to be joining us in the 8 o'clock hour.
Victory.
So we've got jam-packed show. Now it's time for everybody's favorite news and comment with Blake Olson.
Blake Olson.
Blake Olson, news and comment.
Good morning, Tuesday, 51 and drizzling outside in Denver, expecting a high of 56 today. This portion of the news sponsored by Pastor Camp Heating and Air Conditioning at 303-777-1234 to learn more about special savings opportunities on Lennox equipment. Our top story, the Colorado Bureau of Investigation issued an Amber Alert last hour for a 16-year-old who was forced to get into a truck on Monday night in Boulder. They say Juan Bratato is the suspect. Jasmine Zapata was seen at about 8 o'clock, forced into a two-door gray Chevy Silverado with Colorado license plate AXWL52 by Bratato and another unknown male. The vehicle was last seen near Thornton Parkway. She's 5'5", 105 pounds, black hair, brown eyes, and wearing all black. Bratato is 19 years old, 5'8", Hispanic, black hair, brown eyes. Call 911 if you have any information or Boulder Police.
Erica Kirk forgave her husband's killer. The state of Utah will inject poison into that killer's veins until he's dead.
Yes, sir. Turning
That's
point.
how it works.
Yep, absolutely. And that's Michael Knowles. Turning Point USA held its first event since Charlie Kirk's assassination. Let's see, it was in Minneapolis at the University of Minnesota.
There is no contradiction between those two things. Christian forgiveness does not demand that we allow the cruel to ravage the whole earth. It demands that we love our enemies, and sometimes love is tough. In our personal lives, love means praying for those who persecute us. In politics, love usually means punishing the guilty, both for the protection of the innocent as well as for the good of the criminals. No one benefits from crime, decay, and disorder.
Amen. Jimmy Kimmel returns to the airwaves tonight. Will it be his biggest audience in a decade? Will he apologize for his distasteful and incorrect comments following the assassination of Kirk? Sinclair, which owns 38 ABC stations, won't be running the show. Andrew Colvette from Turning Point USA last night with some good news with the numbers from the memorial on Sunday.
Our partners that do sort of geotagging with devices, they told us that they tracked over 277,000 devices in the vicinity of State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona.
Wow.
277,000.
Almost 300,000 there on Sunday. DJT will speak at the United Nations General Assembly in New York this morning. 47 also set to meet separately with Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu and Ukrainian President Zelensky. Autism Speaks is urging pregnant women to consult a doctor before trying new treatments, responding to DJT's Monday claim, linking Tylenol use during pregnancy to autism. Some organizations disagree.
How do you? It's the establishment. That's the establishment. They're funded by lots of different groups. And you know what? Maybe they're right. I don't think they are, because I don't think the facts bear it out at all. They're fighting for something that, in my opinion, they shouldn't be fighting for. But here's the thing. There's no downside.
RFK Jr. and DJT just trying to find answers for the American people, as you heard Jeff and Billy just discussing. The mystery has been solved. A coroner in southern Colorado says, southwestern, says elk hunters Andrew Porter and Ian Stosko were fatally struck by lightning in the San Juan National Forest wilderness area. They were reported missing earlier this month. Both were Colorado natives. Police say 26-year-old Olivia Copeland of Fort Collins died Saturday after falling during a climb in Idaho Springs. Copeland was guiding a group of people through a climbing course for her employer, AVA Rafting and Zipline. The accident is being investigated by several agencies, including the Colorado Department of Labor and Employment. Kamala Khan is back, pushing her book. Rachel Maddow, surprised she didn't pick Pete Buttigieg every time he talks to be her running mate. But how could she? I mean, how could she? It was a tight race. That's just too big of a gamble. But why?
Here that in 107 days, in one of the most hotly contested elections for President of the United States, against someone like Donald Trump who knows no floor, to be a black woman running for President of the United States and as a vice presidential running mate, a gay man, with the stakes being so high, it made me very sad, but I also realized it would be a real risk.
No way she could do that.
How, I've been an advocate and an ally of the LGBT community my entire life. So it wasn't about So it wasn't about any prejudice on my part.
No.
We had such a short period of time
that she couldn't choose the gay man, saying to Rachel Maddow. Oh, man, that is just incredible that she's up there with Maddow saying that. The Lions sacked the Ravens 38-30 victory on Monday Night Football. The Lions defense came up with 7 sacks as they improved to 2-1. The Ravens dropped to 1-2. Derrick Henry with another big fumble. Let's see. It is 50 in Aurora, 49 in North Glen, 51 in Denver. Jeff and Billy continue.
Now Chrysler returns 6% of sticker price when you buy a new Mitsubishi-built Dodge Colt or Plymouth Champ. The $5,161 base sticker price of front-wheel drive Colt and Champ, minus the 6% allowance, is $488 less than the sticker price of a Datsun 310 two-door hatchback.
Here come the Dodge Colts of radio.
Yes.
Your favorite car. Many memories. Yeah, you said a 6'7" father that you knew.
Oh
was
yeah, he was
this?
6'7", and he come in and out of the Dodge Colt. But I'm telling you, the car's good. I mean, as long as you wind that rubber band up so you get the double knots, it does great. Keeps going. It's great.
That is awesome. Get it really tight before it breaks.
Yes, that's what you need to do. You got to do it that way. Otherwise,
it'll get you to school.
It will. Yes. And spend time winding it up before you go home. Yep, it does good.
That's right. All you have to do is push it. If it's a 4-speed, pop the clutch and get going.
Dude, you could just take 1 foot outside the car and push along like a skateboard. It was that bad of a car.
That is awesome. Blake Olson, News Talk 710 KNUS.
Your KNUS forecast for the Denver metro area is a cool and wet one this Tuesday. Light to moderate, some heavy rain going to be coming and going throughout the day. Going to be looking at some pretty good precipitation totals, perhaps an inch or a little more in some areas by the time we're all done. 40s to 50s for temps this morning, just mid-50s for highs today, mid-40s for your Tuesday night.
Weather is a service of L&L Heating and Air Conditioning. For quick, trustworthy, and dependable service, call L&L Heating and Air Conditioning at 720-851-1691. Visit them online at bestdenverhvac.com. That's bestdenverhvac.com. You'll be comfortable with L&L. I'm meteorologist Mark Huer in the 710 KNUS Weather Center.
Welcome back to the Jeff and Bill Show. Friends, let's talk Gyrie's. Great company to work with all over the Denver metro area. They are this great kind of mid-level operation between like hiring a personalized, Cherry Creek home designer that's going to cost you a fortune and just wandering around Lowe's by yourself trying to figure out what to do. You get personal attention without having to spend a fortune on home improvement. That's why I love working with Gyrie's. They have an incredible selection of Hunter Douglas custom blinds, shades, and shutters. We went there, and my wife got to ask all these questions with regards to their professional designer. We looked at samples. We looked at paint colors. We looked at different types of custom blinds and shades and shutters. And then they came out to our house and measured everything, brought the samples so we could see what it looked like in the light, what the different types of shades would look like in our rooms. They gave us incredible personalized attention, and we sure appreciated it. And we're now getting those blinds that are like remote controlled. They're so cool. We've had a great experience working with Gyrie's. Get your own personalized in-home consultation. They'll come directly to you. Visit Gyrie's at GUIRYS.com, Gyrie's.com, GUIRYS.com to schedule your in-home consultation. Go see the great people at Gyrie's. You'll be sure to thank me. Coming up, we're going to be talking with Danielle Jurinsky. She confronted this Jason Crow staffer, and she's hosting a big event. You're not going to want to miss it. We'll get to that next. You're listening to The Jeff and Bill Show.
This is the Denver's Talk Leader, News Talk 710 KNUS.
Welcome back to the Jeff and Bill Show. Lots to talk about. Jimmy Kimmel back tonight. Well, kind of. Some of those stations. We'll get to that. Plus,
that's
Dan Kaplis is going to join us. Billy and I are going to debate Tylenol and autism. That we'll save for later in the show. That's like the big battle.
We get
ready for that one.
Yeah, during the breaks, we're both like stretching, doing
that's right.
stuff because this will be fun. This is good.
It's neither of us experts in that, so that'll be fun.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember
we're
one
like two
time,
drunks fighting outside a bar. That'd be great.
I remember one time I got an email from a guy that was so frustrated that we weren't experts in some issue that we were debating, and I'm like, well, call in because. That's the point of this show.
Yeah, that is the point.
We need the experts. We just manage the phone lines, basically.
Absolutely.
Let's go to Dwayne and Divide. Good morning, Dwayne. You're on with Jeff and Bill.
Morning.
Good morning, gentlemen. Jeff, I'm disappointed in you.
Oh, no.
You forgot the most important, most viable situation besides this Dodge Colt thing.
Yes.
First of all, be a Daihatsu or a Yugo. But Jeff, Billy, slam them for me later. David versus Goliath.
Oh, yes. David versus Goliath. That's what it is. We are.
I mean, is that not the epitome of what we're talking about? Or as River Phoenix said,
with Kyle Clark.
Kyle
Clark.
Yes.
Yeah.
The epitome of what you can do is to sit there and say that you were both David and Goliath. But to be the epitome, come on, guys. You've done it.
It is. It's fascinating to watch what has happened to that station, because if you remember 9 News at Del-Arc, that was part of why I was so frustrated with the direction of just embracing the kind of progressive worldviews, because they were like the gold standard. They were the
Ed Sardella was there.
It was great, and then it got weird and bizarrely political.
And according to friend of the show Peter Boyles, he says that he's heard from people internally that
it
aren't
was
on
all
air.
internal. Or all deliberate.
Yeah, that it was deliberate. They were like, we are going to tack in this direction to capture this audience. And the way it was described to Peter was mommy news. That it was going to be the companion for the moms that are either at home or working or busy and picking up the kids. So that's what it was. You were the companion at the tail end of their day in order to get their family ready for the rest of the evening. Yeah, that was the theory behind it. And they did it on purpose.
Which is why you need to buy stock in wine, cat food, and other items for the single ladies who are sitting
and
there with all the
pharmaceuticals.
rest.
Lots of pharmaceuticals.
Of course, because they need those. Lots and lots of pharmaceuticals. Gentlemen, the day has started. I want to see a fire going.
I love it.
All right,
Thank
we'll get
you,
that to you
Dwayne.
later, Dwayne.
Always
Appreciate
great
it.
to hear from you, my friend. Speaking of fire,
yes, lots
Jimmy
of fire.
Kimmel.
Not fired, evidently.
I know. And all those freaking out about free speech violations. He's
all those people
worst
also.
dictator ever.
Also, those people celebrating, we got him. Yes,
know.
Trump.
I want more FCC involvement in this stuff. Like I said, I want more scalps. Here's the statement from the Walt Disney Company. Statement on Jimmy Kimmel Live from the Walt Disney Company. The Walt Disney Company issued the following statement regarding Jimmy Kimmel Live. Last Wednesday, we made the decision to suspend production on the show to avoid further inflaming a tense situation at an emotional moment for our country. Yeah, it was like the worst political assassination in 60 years. It is a decision we made because we felt some of the comments were ill-timed and thus insensitive. I'm sorry, where was the FCC in this? I don't see it. The decision was made because the comments were ill-timed and thus insensitive. We spent the last days having thoughtful conversations with Jimmy, and after those conversations, we reached the decision to return the show on Tuesday. Sinclair, not happy with that, by the way, saying that they are not going to carry it and will, in fact, preempt it. Here's Sinclair's statements. Beginning Tuesday night, Sinclair will be preempting Jimmy Kimmel Live across our ABC affiliate stations and replacing it with news programming. Discussions with ABC are ongoing as we evaluate the show's potential return. Bill, what's your read on all this? Where does Jimmy go, and what's he going to do tonight?
I don't know. I'm kind of curious as far as what he does, but he is going to be handed probably the largest audience in all of his broadcasting career.
Yeah,
so
I think
this one is significant. And as always, when you have this new sampling, you want to do something that'll keep them from keep them from tuning out. You want to bring them back the next day. In my mind, he's got two choices. Either he comes in and he comes back and he kind of soft sells things, or he comes back and he goes really, really hard. I think it would be a mistake to go hard at Trump and the administration again. I think you soft sell it as if, hey, no big deal. I'm back after suspension. Who cares? You guys were running around over stuff that was kind of silly. That's probably the smarter tact politically and as a business sense, but I don't know what his writers are thinking. The other thing that my impression of this is that Disney suddenly came to the realization that despite what Nexstar and Sinclair say, that maybe, just maybe, Donald Trump is wildly unpopular. That maybe there's something to the polls that show how underwater his approval rating is, and that siding with an administration that is taking this tact alienates more customers than you can attract with this. Maybe they misread who their audience is based on the boycotts and everything else that happened. I think they misread the room, and they've got to go back, and it's going to be difficult for them, but let's see how they manage this one. Yeah, your thoughts?
You really think that ABC's facing a huge audience loss from the progressives?
Yeah, I do, because so far, the boycotts and cancellations.
Because the only people that watch his show anyways, it's like 100,000 people a night.
But the issue was that there were lots of people canceling Disney and Disney Plus. The numbers that I was seeing based on protests, and I'll have to look at it, are larger than when they faced the backlash about being all woke in the 2020s. Because there was this whole thing about Disney's gone woke. Oh my God, the mouse is woke. Don't do it. The backlash that I saw statistically was much larger on this than it was on that. And so if that was significant, the whole idea of Disney going woke and, oh my gosh, Disney had to rethink something. If you thought that's what Disney did, I'm just saying this is larger.
I don't think it's that case at all. Look, we live in a business and we operate in a business where oftentimes if you say the wrong thing, you end up being put on suspension or you have your show canceled entirely. That's just part of radio and television. It happened here. What I loved was everybody running around claiming that Donald Trump was this great dictator, squashing First Amendment rights. Now, I want him to use the FCC to go after some of these stations because I don't think they're press. I think they're Democrat operations to get Democrats elected. So I don't have a problem at all with the FCC putting some heat on it. But Jimmy Kimmel should thank Donald Trump because he's about to have, to your point, Bill, the largest audience he's ever had. And that was because conservatives put some cancel pressure on him. We'll see what he does. If he comes back and blows it tonight and doubles down on the crazy, doubles down on the insensitivity of a husband and father that was innocently murdered in public, he'll be done. He'll be done by the end of the week. They're not going to let that continue to go. So we'll have to watch it. If Jimmy doubles down on the insensitivity and the stupidity of mocking and being wrong with regards to who this killer was and blaming MAGA and, in my opinion, victim blaming, then I don't think he survives the week. So we'll have to watch. All right. One of my absolute favorite moments happened recently when Danielle Jurinsky confronted a Crow staffer outside the ICE detention facility. Listen to this.
Danielle Jurinsky, how are you? Can't wait to go on this tour with you. Jason Crow, hi.
I see.
So why?
I'm not Jason Crow.
Yeah, I know, but you're from his office,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Why has Jason Crow been sending you guys here every 2 weeks? You know, when Biden was in office, Jason Crow, you guys didn't really come here a whole lot.
Same frequency.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
We post our records on our website, but
yeah, that's not true. What are you guys looking to do here? Because when I was going into these apartment complexes in Aurora, and I was specifically asking for help from Jason Crow, why didn't he send you to the apartment complexes to see what was going on? Like, why are you guys specifically coming here now at the rate that you are? Why wouldn't Jason Crow come to the apartment complexes to see what was going on there, to help migrants who were here peacefully, who were being tortured? Why wouldn't Jason come then? And by the way, he called me a liar. Can you answer that?
I can't, but I'm just a staffer here. So if you want
You're just a staffer. Right. Why won't he show up today? Why does he send you today? Why won't he? Is there no publicity stunt for him here today?
No,
why won't he come here today?
We do regular staff oversight visits.
Well, you do since President Trump took office.
Since 2019.
No, you guys came maybe every other month. You guys came very infrequently. You guys are now coming every 2 weeks. You're using a WISE schedule to do your scheduling, and you're coming every 2 weeks now. You guys are meeting with inmates. You're talking to inmates. Why?
I would direct you to we have all of our records published on our website. You can see the visitation.
Yeah, and they keep very good records here. They keep very good records here also. Right. But I'm just curious why it takes me showing up to the ICE facility myself to even get a member of Jason's staff to speak to me, much less Jason Crow himself, who called me a liar about these very criminals. But do you recognize that there's criminals in this facility? Yeah, and do you know that there is not currently not one American citizen is being held in this facility? Are you aware of that?
I don't have those records, but that's something we can obtain from.
She's a national treasure. Oh, go watch the video on her X account, Danielle Jurinsky. Her
It's
X
longer
account's
than that.
Danny
That's just
Jurinsky.
the first 2 minutes.
Dude,
Yeah,
she
it's great.
follows the guy in.
So smart.
This guy shows up, and he's just one of those beta progressives that just had no idea what he walked into. She puts on the heat. She joins us now, Danielle Jurinsky. Good morning, Aurora Councilwoman.
Morning.
Good morning, guys. Thanks for having me.
So I know we're going to get to this great event you guys are putting on coming Thursday, but I wanted to talk about that video because it came out around a whole bunch of other national stories, and I didn't want it to get lost. You went and confronted this Jason Crow staffer. We've been pointing out on this show that Jason Crow has been keeping records of the temperature of the beans served at these ICE detention facilities, yet won't go down when his actual constituents are being tortured by illegal immigrant gangs. I mean, tell us why you did it and what the result of confronting that Jason Crow staffer.
Oh, man. Well, this, I've been hearing the same things, that he's showing up at the ICE facility. He pulled his stunt on that Sunday morning and demanded to be let in. And, he hadn't scheduled a tour. He hadn't. I mean, this is a lockdown facility, right? And this is some of the world's most worst criminals and violent criminals, not just some of America's most violent criminals. And let me tell you, when you're comparing America's most violent criminals to the world's most violent criminals who are coming from third world countries where there really are no rules, okay? This is a different level of criminals that we are dealing with at the ICE facility. And so they have it very locked down. And, Jason shows up and he's beating his chest and I'm Congressman Crow. I demand you let me in. And he's harassing the staff. All right. He's harassing the staff. The staff at the ICE facility, they hate him. I'm just going to let him know. They hate you, Jason Crow. I explain that further in the video. They hate your staffers too, by the way. And, they show up, they're coming every 2 weeks now, and they're harassing them. Like you said, they're checking the temperature of the beans. What are you, the health department? What's your background? What gives you any right to show up and harass these people? And furthermore, his rhetoric is harming the staff. It's prompting these protests out at the ICE facility, and he's just not even telling the truth. This facility is so clean. I have toured jails. I don't think I've toured prisons, but I have toured multiple jails, and this facility is so clean, and you go into like the medical portion, right? These folks, they're not treated like this anywhere else in the world. They have an on-site dentist, and these are like highly educated. I mean, they have dentists and doctors and nurses in these facilities that are like world-renowned medical professionals, okay? They don't get this medical treatment in their home countries. They don't get this food in their home countries. They don't get, the soap, all the toothbrush. They don't get everything that's provided to them in this facility, in their home countries. And it is clean. It is safe. The ICE facility employees, they do a phenomenal job. And yet you have these schmucks showing up every 2 weeks and harassing them to the point that the ICE detention facility workers are having to change their clothes. They're trying to cover themselves up just to even leave work and go home to their families because of this nonsensical rhetoric that Jason Crow is putting out, that this is a horrible facility. Horrible. No, it is not. No, it is not, Jason Crow, and you know better. You know better.
We're already getting the text messages. Danielle should be governor, and I agree entirely. That's Danielle Jurinsky. You can learn more about her at DanielleForAurora.com, DanielleForAurora.com, or follow her on X at Danny Jurinsky. Now, Danielle, you've got a great event coming up Thursday, September 25th, 6 to 10 p.m., Aurora City Council 2025 election rally. You got a live band. It's going to be out at the Stampede at 2430 South Havana Street. Tell us all about it, because you are facing a re-election campaign.
That's right. And this is going to be ugly, folks. Buckle up. It's going to be a bumpy ride. They hate me the most. They hate me the most from all over the state, from all over the country. And I need your support. It doesn't matter where you live. Come and show, especially after this very recent tragedy, and may he rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. Now more than ever, conservatives need not run. We need not run away. We have to run into this fight. Erica Kirk said it so beautifully, thy will be done. Whatever our fate is, it's already laid out for us. It's already laid out for us. We need not run away from this fight. We must run towards this fight now more than ever. And especially in Charlie's honor. But for our children, we have to carry out this message. We have to see this through for humanity, for justice, for everything that the left says that they stand for, but they're just talking heads. It's us who care about people. It's us who care about humanity, who care about our children, who care about our future, who care about the people who have laid down their lives for this country. We don't run away now. Now we double down. And I will tell you, Republicans, conservatives, some are scared. Some are thinking about their lives in politics and am I doing the right thing? And is this the right decision? I want to tell you, yes, it is. And the way we double down on that is we show support for an event like what I'm having Thursday night. This is going to be a wonderful time. It's a free event. It's a family-friendly event. My own child is going to be there, so I assure you there will be security, police, protection. I know who my haters are. I know who the activists are. I call them out every time they try to show up to my events. Please come. Now more than ever, a conservative like myself needs the reassurance, need your presence. Please come to the Stampede Thursday night. You don't have to stay, until 10 o'clock. It's just going to be the band playing. All of the speeches are going to happen, between 6 and 7:30. But this band is phenomenal. CW and 20 High Hands, lovely local country band. But please come.
You can get details at DanielleForAurora.com, DanielleForAurora.com. It's this Thursday, September 25th, 6 to 10 p.m., Aurora City Council 2025 election rally, a live band you won't want to miss. All 5 candidates will be speaking. Who are the other candidates?
Stephen Elkins running for Ward 1, Steve Sunberg, incumbent, running for Ward 2, Marcia Bergens running for Ward 3, myself, Saluk Hassau running incumbent at large. Aurora made history. Republicans put the first immigrant on the city council, Ethiopian immigrants. We need your support. We're feeling it. It's been some very depressing days over the past 2 weeks today, matter of fact. And we're feeling it. We're feeling it. Emotions are running high. But we intend to carry on this fight. I intend to carry on the fight for the entire state, for our entire country. I will never care what title is in front of my name. I will fight for the entire state. That's why I tell you, you don't have to live in Aurora to come to this event. Your presence just means so much.
And I want people to understand what's at stake here, okay? I made a video. It's gone pretty viral. I think we're at over like 120,000 views or something, where I point out that the city of Denver is facing a $250 million budget deficit because of choices it made with regards to cutting services to its own citizens to provide services to 40,000 illegal immigrants. And now they're at a point where they're cutting jobs themselves. The city jobs at Denver are being cut because they chose to put illegal immigrants first at the exact same time. And we talked about it on this show. Danielle Jurinsky and the Aurora City Council said, look, we're not hateful people towards illegal immigrants. We're just going to make sure that tax dollars that come from our citizens go to fund services for those citizens. We're not going to put it towards people that have come here illegally. And the result is that the challenges that Aurora has faced are nowhere near the big problems that Denver has faced, okay? You have good quality leadership with the city of Aurora because you have smart, competent people that put citizens first. Bottom line, that's it. That's why Aurora is performing better than the city of Denver. You have to keep these people in office. And then secondly, I want to say this as somebody that's been in the political game for a long time. The Democrats are absolutely threatened by Danielle Jurinsky. They know she can go to higher offices. She has made a city council seat a national seat. She is featured on Fox News. She has helped expose Venezuelan illegal alien gangs in this country. She is destined for higher office. The Democrats know that. They are targeting her. They're going to throw everything they can, believing if we can stop her now, we're going to stop her from becoming a major statewide leader. That is why Danielle Jurinsky is so important. Her website, DanielleForAurora.com, DanielleForAurora.com. Do have a text message in here, City Councilwoman. Can you give us an update on the Amy Padden recall?
Sure. So we are still gathering signatures. I will have petitions at the rally this Thursday night, and we're still working on it. The beautiful thing is this is a huge distraction for the Democrats. The Democratic Party in Arapahoe County is planning all kinds of kumbaya events and pat Amy Padden on the back events, to support her and make her feel better because I'm so mean. So this is working out beautifully. It is a humongous distraction for them. It is taking their effort and their energy off of being out on the streets and knocking doors and helping candidates to surrounding themselves, surrounding Amy Patton and singing Kumbaya. We have gathered a ton of signatures. I don't want to give that number, but we are working very hard. But this is unraveling and unfolding beautifully.
Well, and those DAs, those judges, those lawmakers that have been weak on crime have put criminals ahead of victims, need to be held accountable. They need to defend their record in public. And I so appreciate the fact that you have called for a recall. I hope it's successful, but in any way, it's a big mountain to climb. And those signatures, we got to get those in, but the pressure matters as well, and Amy Patton is feeling that pressure. That's Danielle Jurinsky joining us. Her website, DanielleForAurora.com, DanielleForAurora.com. Great event coming up this Thursday, September 25th, 6 to 10 p.m. at the Stampede, 2340 South Havana Street, Aurora City Council 2025 election rally. We're so grateful for your time today, and I want to wish you got to help me here, Shana Tova.
Yep.
Did I get it right?
Lashana. You can say Lashana Tova, or you can say Shana Tova. There's many different ways you can say it, but thank you so much. I appreciate it. This year is going to be inscribed as a good year, as the best year. And Jeff and Bill, with your help, and you guys are in this fight too. Jeff, I love your videos. I love what you do. We are going to turn this state around. I want to bring that hope to Coloradans that we are going to turn this state around. I tell everybody it's going to come out of Aurora. It's coming through Aurora. If I can change the hearts and minds of Aurora from not being so blue, which is happening, it is happening real time. I am watching it. If a Republican like me can change the hearts and minds of folks in Aurora, we can take this state back, and that's what I intend to do.
Danielle Jurinsky, Aurora City Councilwoman, honored to have you on with us today. Keep up the great work.
Thank you guys so much. Bye-bye.
All right, we'll continue. You're listening to The Jeff and Bill Show.
This is Denver's talk leader, News Talk 710, KNUS.
Welcome back to the Jeff and Bill Show. Billy, what'd you think of Danielle Jurinsky?
I love Danielle. There's something that... The thing is, she hits me right because she's not a politician. She doesn't fall into regular politician speak, regular tropes. She's honest. She's unfiltered. She's unvarnished. And she is also unapologetically Danielle. And I think that is fantastic. And I love what she did when we started out the conversation when she was confronting the Crow staffer. And that was beautiful because she had the ideas of, hey, and the thing that she was really clever about pushing on is, how come you're showing up here every couple of weeks because you're so concerned, but when we were talking about crimes happening in the community, nobody. And that is a wonderful critique, that if we are concerned, and I'm using the royal we, being the citizens of Aurora, of which I am one. So if the royal we are concerned about the treatment inside the ICE facility, so much so that Representative Crow needs to send his staff on the regular to make sure they are being treated nicely, well, how come we didn't seem to exhibit that same level of concern about people who were not being held in a facility and actually were paying rent in an apartment complex in Aurora? That seems to be vastly different as far as needing attention. And if we had to, just for the Jeff and Bill audience, if we had to talk about which one may be a more prescient interest as far as possible crimes and people being injured, it'd be the apartment complex. So
100%.
Yep, she is really, really good at pointing out the hypocrisy in the approach that Jason Crow has right now. And remember, September 25th, they've got an event, Aurora City Council 2025 election rally happening at the Stampede. Tickets are still available. Concert kicks off at 6. Doors open at 6. All the Aurora City Council members that have ours behind their name are going to be there, so you can press the flesh, say hi. They're going to speak.
Some good
check
ones.
it out. Yeah, it's going to be cool. So that's this
All
Thursday.
right, so...
Yeah, tell me about it. Talk to me.
Could you imagine what that staffer had to go back and report to the office?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And I love the fact that his job, he's thinking, is just, got to show up here, look at some stuff, write it down on the piece of paper, go back to here.
The temperature of the beans
Yeah.
and the salsa.
Yeah, for him, this is busy work. He's showing up there to do busy work. Yeah, that's all he's doing. So I don't know.
And he ran into a force. What
Yeah.
is that? What's that? An immovable force meets.
Unstoppable. Yeah, the immovable object meets the unstoppable force. Yeah. Yes. So yeah.
Not quite an unmovable.
No, not the same.
But Danielle is an unstoppable force,
Yeah,
which
she is.
was hilarious.
Yeah, that he had no idea.
That guy was just not.
He had no ideas.
There's got to be some sayings out there about getting educated in the streets.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because boy got educated in the streets.
Oh, he was just hoping. He's like, lady, leave me alone. I just want this on my
on,
resume.
It goes.
I just want to put this on my resume so I can get to that. What are you doing here? I'm just here to write things down on paper.
10 minutes.
Yes, it does.
She follows him in.
Yeah, which is great, which is fantastic.
The
whole
only
time
thing
she's like,
that
I
would
don't
have
know what
been
I'm doing.
better would be just a straight up Jason Crow, Danielle Jurinsky.
Yeah. That would have been much better.
Come on.
Yeah, that would have been much better.
There's two things that the universe is begging for in Colorado right now. Begging for. It is a Danielle Jurinsky, Jason Crow showdown and a Jeff Hunt, Kyle Clark showdown.
Yes.
The universe is begging for that right now.
Yes, they are. Yes. Although I will say that I would up the ante, and I would love to see you and Kyle face off in a dance fight. Just saying. Go back to Zoolander. I love that.
Corvus is losing his mind in the other room right now.
I love that. Just saying. There's a whole Zoolander thing that would be really funny.
I don't think
you could
he
give
can
him
dance.
the blue steel.
I don't think Clark can dance at all. He's so stiff.
See, that's the funny part about this is the both of you. This would be great. And again, you could give him the smolder, the blue steel.
There you
again,
go.
If you've seen the movie, everybody gets a reference.
All right. Well, following a huge victory, Dan Kaplis is going to join us next.
This is huge.
You're not going to want to miss this. You're
What Dan
listening
did.
to The Jeff and Bill Show.
This is Denver's talk leader, News Talk 710 KNUS.